All right, so listen, our next guest speaker is someone I actually birthed. It is my oldest daughter, Alex Heidemann, and I'm super excited to have her teach you how to turn a conversation and be able to convert it, right? And so, Alex, I'm going to turn it over to you to teach people really effective skills of following up and converting people into sales. So there you go, Al.
Woohoo, I love it. Can everybody hear me? See my screen? I hope so. All right. Hey, Amari family. I'm just blown away. Who is blown away here? I have been raised in this industry, and yet every time I learn something new. I have so many notes, and I get to call these people family, right? Like, how special am I? I just love, love, love this. Thank you, Beck. And we're going to transition in. So, I am so stoked to have the topic of lead follow up and how to take a conversation that you're in and converting it to that close. But before I get into that, I want to share a story because I'm about to share some tips and some guides here. And as I share them, you might be thinking, you know what, Alex, that's all great, but I'm actually implementing all of those things already. I'm already just a pro at having a conversation and creating an amazing relationship, but I'm not seeing the close I want. I'm not seeing my focus on five filled up every month. I'm not rank advancing like I want to and hitting my goals. And now what? Now that leads us to conversation burnout, right? And that's just a yucky cycle and hamster wheel to be in. I want to see some burnout in the chat if that's you. I'm doing all the right things, I'm doing all the things I know, but I'm not getting to my goals and I'm talking to the people, right? So let's see that. I'm going to share a story quick. All right, we've got some burnout in the audience. I have to share a little story. The Stanley. Put Stanley in the chat. Let's hear it. Who's got one? Who's on the trend train? Who's got a Stanley? I will say mine was a gift. Okay, someone's never heard of it. No thanks. We've got a ton of them. Okay, awesome. Y'all, did you know this is not something new? This viral cup, this viral brand right now, this is not something that is new, but this cup has taught us $1 million lesson. And I want to share this just really quick. So Stanley is actually a 110-year-old company. Yet in 2019, they hit $73 million in sales. Their primary target these past, 100 years, this past century, was their audience of working men who needed to stay hydrated on job sites while hiking, building, and there was the blue collar industry, right? In 2019, 2020, a popular blog for women posted about this cup, and her audience of women went crazy over it, causing it to go viral several times. Instead of brushing it off, this sudden urge of sales from a new and unexpected audience, like most brands would do, right? Do we take the risk? Do we invest? Do we not? Stanley's new global president, who has a strong marketing background, decided they should go all in on this new women audience. They launched brand new colors that were pastels and colorful, opposite of what they had always done. They did collabs with influencers and other popular brands like Starbucks. They created wait lists of thousands of women and sold out every time. And this past year in 2023, they were projected to hit $750 million in sales. So here's my message to you all. Sometimes you can have that winning product in your back pocket, but you just need to get in front of the right audience. Sometimes you don't need a new product, right? We have the full package here. We don't need a new system. We don't need another excuse. We don't need a new product. Like, right? I mean, every time Dr. Sean comes out with something, I'm stoked and excited to add it to my tools. But we have the best title and brand. We are the only one we are trademarked as that. We have the best comp plan in this industry, right? We have life-changing products. So I want to encourage you, maybe you just are sending this message to the wrong audience. Are you getting uncomfortable? Are you implementing your content and your story and these tools like Cassie and Beck just taught us, right? Because now we can take these leads that they've generated and taught us how to get by sharing our beautiful profiles and platforms, and take these leads into some really awesome conversations that mean a dollar sign and mean a life changed, right? Okay, so here are my 2 guidelines. I keep this super, super simple for conversations. One is keep it simple, right? You've got these killer reels now. You've got your story, your profile looks amazing. You know, when I go in and I look at somebody's profile, I'm actually looking at it, and ask yourself this question too. When I'm looking at somebody, I'm saying, why would I be their friend? Yes, I want to be her friend. I would totally work with them. I would travel with them. Does your profile share that? Because at this point in a conversation, somebody should already, your audience, they should know your story. They should know who you are. You're a little bit about your life, right? You get to pick and choose. You can keep things private if you want. You get to pick and choose what you share, but they should know that you've built some trust. They've been following you. So when you're in the conversation now, you're going to want to keep this simple. They want to know now what's in it for them. I want to know how this is going to be life-changing for me. This is not your time to barf on them. Everything we love about Amare, vomit your story, right? And they want to know, how is this going to be different from everything else that they've tried? Number 2, and this is guidelines, you guys. This is guidelines for if you are in person in a conversation, if they are in your private messages and they're in your DMs, if you are hosting a booth and giving samples, right? This is no matter where you are. These are some great little guidelines and tips for any kind of conversation. Talk to them as if you are in person. Please, 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 please. That just takes away all the cheesy. It takes away the novel. And maybe you are in person. That's the best place to practice, is to throw yourself in those situations, right? Okay, so what I want to do here is actually role play a little bit. So I want to know how you would respond to this if you got this message in your private messages. Put it in the chat. How would you respond to this? Hey, Alex, I hope you and your family are doing well. I wanted to reach out and see if I could pick your brain on Amare products. What would you say? Questions. What are you wanting to know? I'm an open book. Absolutely. What are some products you're interested in learning about? What are you interested? What do you, yes, 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 yes. Okay, this is what I love. This is your time where you're going to put it back on them. I always say, when in doubt, ask a question. You can never go wrong with digging more deeply into the root cause of what their story is, what they've been going through, right? Hey, I am doing wonderful. Happy New Year. What is new in your world? I will do the best I can. I would love to answer your questions. What are you curious about? Right? Maybe they saw your curiosity post. Okay, love it. Let's go on to another one. Hey girl, is there a chance I could try the Energy Plus before I buy it? I'm trying to find a different pre-workout. I love what I have now, but I want to see other options. How would you respond to that? Darla said, are you free to hop on a call now? I love getting people offline ASAP. I agree. Tell me more, what you're looking for. What do you want to improve on? I love it. You guys are playing the questions game. I really loved this one because this gave us also a chance to not only know more about what their goals are, what do you love about your pre-workout, but what are you also looking for, because you're curious and open, right? I have 2 takeaways from this that I love to just encourage and share. One, I love to have people try things when they're in the setting for that. When I am having a little mental wellness mocktail night, or I'm having a event in my home or out in the public, I love a good time for some samples. What is this? Conversation starter, right? Try our happy juice. I don't love samples because I feel it's a disservice before they actually buy it. Are they truly going to get the full Amare gut brain access approach and experience and start that healing process? I don't believe so. So it's always nice to have a really great, I like the taste, right? And my watermelon and my team, great. However, though, I don't like to just have them get samples. So I love to have that as my lead. Actually, we have no risk attached. We have 100% money back guarantee. So I'd love for you to get the full experience. Second, I also just think it's a disservice to just have somebody try one product. I mean, don't get me wrong. I have hot energy all day long. However, though, I also drink my happy juice all day long because it's the full experience. It's how it's meant to work in your body to have the best results, right? So tell me more about those when she tells me more about what she's looking for out of her pre-workout. Let's do happy juice. And guess what, you guys? This conversation, she ended up getting happy juice and she ended up sharing with 3 people and getting some free products because she shared with her coworkers and they all work out afterwards. So they're saying, what's this new pre-workout? Look at what that can do when you offer and give expectations and give the full package, right? Okay, last little message. I also want to be super real with you and let you know things are about timing and people watching you and trusting you, right? This is a message that's been in the works for a year and a half. Not all of them are going to lead to the next best, right? So I want to encourage you when you are implementing these tools of your content creation, your reels, and you're getting these leads. I have a notebook that I keep, and you do this however your organization works, your style is, but I have a love later list. And that's where I put people's names and the date that we've checked in so I can go back to them. This was a girl who last winter we've been talking and she said, I can't, I'm on maternity leave and I can't even try this until summer. So I put her on my love later list. I checked in on summer and I just wanted to show you that the importance of timing and also the realness of conversations. I checked in with her because we had a special. Hey, sorry I never replied. Question about this happy juice. I take Zoloft for depression, and are there cases of medication and people changing with it? I sent a voice message. This is what we're dealing with is so personal that, again, sometimes it takes people to hear your voice, especially when you don't have that close, tight-knit relationship with them. This feature is on everything, right? You can send a voice message in Instagram, Facebook, your text messaging systems. And this girl still hasn't pulled the trigger, right? Still hasn't, but she's on my love later list and I check in with her all the time. And half of it's not even about Amare. It's just about life. How are you doing? And we just had a phone call about maternity and postpartum and all the things. And it was so life-giving. So I just wanted to share that. Okay, take a screenshot of this. I'm going through these super, super quick because I want to be super respectful of time. But take a screenshot of this if you want, because this is something that I keep in my notes still to this day, the questions game. I love questions. If you have doubt, fear, and something, a setback or a holdback of what if I'm salesy, put in the chat sales. If that's something that you still struggle with, I strongly feel questions completely removes that. Questions takes away the yuckiness of feeling like you're salesy because this is so personal. This is not about a sale. It's about their transformation. And when you have a question, you're putting it on them, right? You're not telling them exactly what you think. You don't know their journey. You don't know maybe their past or what they've gone through or their story. And so I keep these in my back pocket so that I can go back to them and reference them. What questions can I answer for you? What products do you think you'd like to start with? What more do you think is an area you could improve on your health, on your financial health, on your life, right? I have some ideas. What's your budget? And make these yours. These are things to keep in your back pocket and make them your own. Would you like this or that? Which is more important to you, weight loss or sleep? We've been talking about Amari for 2 months. Is today the day you want to feel like the best version of you? When have you not been well since? These are just some great questions to keep on hand for a close that you can dig a little deeper, and it's not just, here's my cart and it's sitting out there for 2 months, right? I love this one for my clothes. Great, I'm by my computer tonight. Can I send you a custom cart? And will you be able to fill it out tonight? It does expire. I want you to get the best specials. I love that one. So I'm giving expectations. I'm letting them know some urgency, right? I love this. I followed up with someone for almost 8 months before she got started. Brittany, that's amazing. Do you know over half these leaders that are sharing with you, they had to take some time, they watched, and do you know their leader loved them so much to keep them on their love later list? They had been talking to them, and it was because they genuinely cared about them. They saw the opportunity. They wanted that for their family. They wanted to travel with them and do life with them, right? So that's the importance of these questions and that love later list. Okay, lastly, the next amazing speaker is going to talk more about these in depth, but I did want to just kind of bullet point on them because this comes up a lot in conversations and trying to get a close. Who here has gotten a cart and someone's like, woof, I can't swing it, that's expensive? Who here has gotten that, right? Okay, this is my favorite one because I truly believe this is our time to give some friendly education. I just talked to somebody the other day and she was doing this gut protocol and was almost up to 2 grand, $2,000. You guys, she doesn't get that back. A, she doesn't know if that's going to work. B, she doesn't get 100% money back guarantee on that. She's out, right? If you do know this industry, you realize when Dr. Sean walks through these that this is quality for a price. Would you guys agree? Oh my gosh, this is so, and then the perks that come with that, but people don't understand that. And so it's our job to paint the picture in this. And I love doing this through a voice message as well, so that they understand I want the best for them. I want to work with their budget and their goal. I love talking about, sometimes you don't get quality and cheap. You have to pick, right? I also love a good comparison. You're getting bulk supply. If you'd go through the Starbucks drive-through and get 30 lattes, that's twice the amount, right? You're getting with no benefits, probably a caffeine crash and spiking your metabolism with all the sugar, right? No benefits either. You're getting bulk supply at a discounted rate. And I love that we promote consistency and real results. So that's why we run a customizable automatic shipment, right? Because that can scare people also. I don't want to go on a subscribe and say, I don't want this come each month. Actually, there's perks with that. And this is why we run off that system. It's a disservice if we don't. We want you to feel your best, have a healthy habit, right? Put this into your lifestyle. I literally just got this one too the other day. I can't keep my subscribe and save going. They love the products. It hasn't fully worked into their budget. Inflation, the world, right? I said, thank you so much for letting me know about your Amari subscription. I wanted to let you know there are some great ways to make it affordable. I had to do that for my family too. I started out with this 6 years ago, you guys, as a single mama. And my daughter and I could not go without this, but I knew I had to make this work. This had to be in our life, right? So we have a great reward system. As just a thank you, you can redeem great products for free for a little discounted price. You just redeem it and pay for a little fee and shipping. Otherwise, this is the most relevant topic in the wellness industry. So if you're open to doing a thank you post, I give it to you. It's sharing a little story. And you can get some of your friends and family to see what you're doing too. And you either get free product or you get paid. That's what I did as a single mama. I realized everyone I talked to, grocery store, park, play groups, library, just my girlfriends, my coworkers, that they were like, oh my gosh, I'm super stressed. I'm so burnt out. My hormones are whack. My kids are crazy, right? It's such a relevant conversation. So if you're open to that, I can help you get it paid for as well. Look at the how you can interweave it, right? And it's not for everybody. However, it's a disservice if you don't share the full picture of Amare. Okay, lastly, how many times do you follow up with a lead? How many times do we follow up? Anybody have an idea? Let's see it in the chat. How many times? How many times do you follow up in a conversation? We've got that love on later list. We've kind of talked about it. I love this until they block you. I love this. You guys, same until they tell me no. Until somebody has actually told me no, there is no number attached to how many times you can actually love on somebody, right? It might be timing. We don't know what somebody's going through behind the scenes. However, I feel it's our service here with what we have. It's too great a gift to not love on people and offer it as many times as you can unless they tell you no. Okay, I know that was quick. I hope that was helpful. Conversations to conversions. Have an amazing year, and I can't wait to see you all soon.
Alex, thank you so much. Such great nuggets. You know, everyone is always focused on the leads, right? Because we do need leads. But so often, what Alex talked about is what everyone drops. They do not follow up and convert the lead into a conversion. So, Alex, excellent job, because I know that this is an area so many of us need to skill up on.